Hey guys, welcome back to Tier List Official, the channel where we rank anything and everything into tiers. Today, you're once again blessed with the presence of myself, Lucy, and Courtney. So it seems as though the last few years were rife with horror movies, some good and some really bad. Annabelle. But 2020 is going to be the year of horror. I feel it. So today we'll be ranking the top 10 scary movies coming out in 2020. Let's jump in.
Welcome to Tier List. This is where we rank anything and everything into tiers. S stands for Superior God Mode. A, Absolute Dominance. B, for Basic. C, Who Cares? D, for Trash. F, Get the f out of here.
So we got the Grudge remake,
The New Mutants,
Conjuring 3,
World War Z 2,
Friday the 13th reboot,
Candyman reboot,
Saw reboot,
Escape Room 2,
The Quiet Place 2,
and The Devil All the Time. First we have Candyman, the reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it. Candyman is a film that absolutely terrified me. I can't remember when it came out. It was like the 80s or the 90s.
It was back there.
Yeah, and it starred Virginia Madsen. I remember that. It was this horrible man, and it's based on an urban legend, but he's got a hook for a hand, and then if you say his name, I think 3 times in a mirror, he'll come and kill you. And it's like bits and pieces I remember, but it's like, I remember he was covered in wasps or bees at one point, or they came out of his mouth. It's a really horrible film, and it's set in Detroit or something, and I think he was murdered in a bathroom, or I could be making that up, but there's definitely a bathroom scene, and it's horrible, but I feel like it's a really dated film now, so I think doing a remake is Gucci. I'm hoping it's going to be scary.
I think it will. I think it has to be.
Yeah, because the problem with the original Candyman is it is frightening, but it's quite campy. Like, it's very of its time.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they do it justice, and I hope it's not overload of CGI, because that won't work.
I think they waited so long, it's gonna be good.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. So I'm gonna go. I feel maybe B.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Okay. So next we have A Quiet Place 2. So
I just watched this film again the other day when I was home in the UK. The first Quiet Place, anyway. That film.
It's so creepy.
Oh, it's the fact I forgot how little dialogue there was in that film. Of course, there's like hardly any dialogue, but that's what's so scary about it.
Because they can't speak.
Yeah, it's because it's so quiet that even like a little noise, you start to recoil, and you're like, oh my god, stop it! Like you feel like you're holding your breath the whole film because it's so tense, and you feel like you can't make a noise. It's so frightening.
The worst scene I thought was Emily Blunt's character.
Oh my god, giving birth in the tub.
Giving birth, and she like had to be quiet because the creatures were gonna come find her if she made any noise. That was the most messed up scene. I was literally cringing watching that.
That closely followed by the scene where she's walking down the stairs and she stands on the nail and it goes
my
in
gosh,
the floor, and she can't. Poor Emily Blunt goes through the ringer in that film.
But you know what's crazy is the pregnant, like, you know how she was pregnant through the movie? She was actually pregnant in real life. So she was filming being super pregnant and doing all those scenes.
That's so scary. I don't know how she did that. I'm wondering how they're gonna do the second one. That's the thing.
I know.
He died. Spoiler alert. He dies at the end of the first one.
But don't the 2 kids and
she
they
lives,
survive.
and then they've got the baby now.
Right.
That scene where he dies made me sob like a baby because he's just like.
He was the hero.
I could cry thinking about it. Yeah, but I'm hoping the second one's going to be good because it's also one of those films where they didn't need a second.
But after the success of the first one, they started making the second one right away. Like, it was that demanded by fans.
I have high hopes.
Yes.
I have high hopes.
I'd say it's an A.
I'd agree with you. I hope it turns out to be an A.
Yeah.
Next, we have World War Z 2.
The first one was so good.
That was another film kind of like The Quiet Place where the whole time I was holding my breath.
You're like on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, because the zombies were blind, but they had really good hearing, so you just had to be quiet the whole time. And there was one horrible scene where Brad Pitt is looking for pills or antibiotics, and then a zombie comes in and he's just he can't move. Oh, it's so terrifying. And then the scene where there's like a wall and then all the zombies are climbing up.
Just the whole thing. Like, the whole thing was creepy.
It is a really frightening film. And they've waited a long time, actually, with the second.
They have, yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought it was a joke when they said they were doing a second. But I'm glad they're doing it. I'm excited to see. but I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the first.
I don't think it can be.
Like, what are they gonna do?
Sequels are rarely better than the first.
Especially like zombie films. I think the only time they did a good one was when they did 28 Days Later and then 28 Weeks Later.
Yeah,
I really liked
good.
28 Weeks Later, but I don't know. World War Z 2, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be. What do you think? Between a C and a D?
Yeah, I was just gonna say C or D.
I don't have the highest hopes.
So next we have the Saw reboot, obviously going to be amazing. Okay, so this is gonna be the 9th Saw movie in the 15-year-old franchise.
I can't believe it's so long.
I know.
That's crazy.
But it's like, just gets better and better, or stays at the same, you know? Like, it doesn't get, like, there's no bad Saw movie.
Although I didn't see Jigsaw.
No, you didn't see it?
Was that good or not?
It was decent.
See, I feel like the first Saw movie was the best one because it was more of it was like a psychological horror. When you think about it, there actually wasn't that much blood or gore, only when he cut his ankle off.
Yeah.
That was the only gory bit, and when that happened, it was like really shocking.
Yeah.
And then the twist was incredible. No one saw it coming. And then the more films they had, it just had to be like, how can we out-gore ourselves? How much
But they
blood?
did it. Like, it was so good.
It was amazing, and I love that with every film, there's always that moment in the end where they're like, all of you could have survived, and this is how you could have survived, and then it just makes you feel by yourself. It's like, yeah, of course we're only gonna think about ourselves. We're not saving anyone else in the process.
So this movie, it wrapped in end of August, so it just recently wrapped, so it's finished, which is super exciting. And I know Samuel L. Jackson's starring in it, and Chris Rock's starring in it, and I think producing it as well.
That's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be so good.
That's gonna be really good. Samuel L. Jackson, he can do no wrong.
Can't.
Facts.
So where would we place this?
I think this is gonna be high.
Like an S?
Whoa.
It's a Saw movie.
Higher than Quiet Place 2?
I think so.
Whew.
S for Saw.
I feel everyone's gonna get so triggered by this.
How can they not agree? Saw is like terrifying.
Saw? That's true, but I feel like also a lot of people hate Saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, I think so.
So
but
should we maybe do an A then?
Well, no, I guess it's what we think.
Yes.
No one else is here.
I'd say an S.
Let's
for
go
Saw.
S. I'll go with you. We'll go S for Saw. So next we have The New Mutants.
I love the mutant movies.
I know, me too. So
Love
it's
them.
another film. When I first saw this advertised, I didn't realize it was like an X-Men film, kind of. But it is, let me just read my notes. Essentially, it's people with mutant powers, and they're holding a facility against their will, and then spooky stuff starts to happen.
Messed up.
And then it stars Maisie Williams, Arya Stark, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Antonio Banderas. I love him.
interesting.
But I feel like you just can't go wrong with a mutant film.
No.
I trust them.
X-Men's great.
So good. And then combine it with like horror. I'm so there for it. Also, like, speaking of superheroes, like horror films, they're doing Doctor Strange 2, and it's gonna be a horror film. It's gonna be the first MCU horror film.
I'm into that. That's gonna be good.
I'm so happy about that. But yeah, my only problem with New Mutants is it was supposed to come out months ago.
Oh.
They've been constantly pushing it back to the point that people are thinking they're not even ever gonna release it.
Fun.
So I'm gonna go C, because there's got to be a reason they're pushing it back.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm a little nervous about it, but
C works.
I think it'll be good.
Okay, Friday the 13th reboot. So we got the Crystal Lake Killer right here,
Nice.
doing some damage.
Friday the 13th, you can't go wrong with that.
No.
Always scary, except like it got a bit crazy when it was like Jason in space.
Yeah.
Those kind of Friday the 13th films.
So there's been 12 films in the Friday the 13th franchise, the most recent being 2009. So it's quite a gap, 11-year gap.
I think I saw the 2009 one and I hated it.
I swear there was one more recent, but
Yeah?
when I did my research, I did not find one.
I can't remember.
Correct me, editors, if I'm wrong, but
I know, I think you're right.
I think
that
2009.
2009 is the last one.
Yeah.
And then they also had, prior to that, it was like Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
That was good. I enjoyed that. But then, like, yeah, it was when Freddy or Jason went to space that I was not there for it.
no.
No.
But the reboot, what do we think that?
I think it will be good. I
Yeah?
trust.
Like a B or an A good?
I'm gonna go A.
A?
I've got high
All right.
expectations. So next, I had to do research for this one. This one is called The Devil All the Time, and it's based on a book. There's nothing about the film, but it is ranked as one of like the most anticipated horror movies coming out. So I looked up the book. It's about strange people at the end of World War II, and then all the way through to the 1960s in West Virginia. And as we know, West Virginia is a bit
Born
spooky.
and raised.
That as well,
that's
but it's also spooky. But anyway, it follows like a disturbed war veteran as well as like a husband and wife who are serial killers.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be really frightening, and the cast is amazing. It's got Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise in the new It, Rob Pattinson, Tom Holland, Haley Bennett, and Sebastian Stan, aka the Winter Soldier. But it's supposed to be really good, from what I hear. The book, anyway. I
Movies
assume
about serial killers are always
exactly
pretty good.
So I have very high expectations about this, and because of the cast,
Yeah.
I think this is going to be S tier.
Ooh,
100%.
S, okay. Alright, The Conjuring 3. So this is another movie about Ed and Lorraine Warren and their true case files. All the Conjurings are so creepy. I would say
So
Conjuring
scary.
1 might be one of the scariest movies out
I
there.
agree. It's Conjuring 2 as well. That
Yes.
scared me so much. Like the old man in the chair, like freaked me out.
So now we got Conjuring 3. So I think they're just gonna keep climbing the ladder, gonna keep doing their
And
thing.
isn't Conjuring 3, it's the Crooked Man. That's what they said it's going to be,
Crooked
right?
Men or this weird woman, who knows?
Truth.
Crooked
Both.
woman.
Because I heard they were doing a Crooked Man film, but I didn't know if it was the Conjuring 3 or it's just going
Right,
to be a
I heard
Crooked
about
Man
that.
standalone.
Yeah.
But the Crooked Man in Conjuring 2 freaked me
Yes,
out.
not a
That was
fan.
horrible. And the song, ooh, no thank you.
So where are we gonna place this?
Oh, Conjuring 3 is going to be amazing.
An S?
S tier.
S, I-
Next up, we have Escape Room 2. I watched the first Escape Room recently.
It was good.
It's fun, and I love it because I love escape rooms.
Yeah.
We escape together
Yes,
sometimes, not
we
recently
do.
because Courtney got pregnant.
Yeah, my bad about
Yeah,
that.
no, I
sorry.
haven't forgiven her, to be honest. But I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was that scary. It was fun.
It was a lot of anticipation, but you're
Yes.
right. It wasn't like gore.
Yeah. No, it was just a fun film, exciting. It kind of reminded me of Saw in some places,
Right.
but not as like...
because of the group
frightening.
activities.
Yeah, but not as good. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for the second.
Yeah.
But fear factor, I think it's probably going to be a D.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say so. It's a good film though. All right, and then we have the Grudge remake, reboot, whatever they're calling it. It's gonna be creepy. It's got this chick, like it's gonna be a
The
scary
Grudge
movie.
is terrifying
Yeah.
no matter what. Like, they did two Grudge films, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Both scared the shit out
Well,
of
it
me.
started off as a Japanese movie.
yeah,
and
yeah.
all horror Japanese movies are like the best horror movies.
And isn't the Japanese version of The Grudge, it's supposed to be one of the scariest movies ever made?
Apparently, it's
Yeah.
like even like way more scary than the Americanized version. So yeah,
It's frightening.
but I'm thinking regardless, this one's gonna be really scary.
I agree.
I'm gonna say like a B probably.
Sometimes I get told I look like her.
You don't know. No, you don't. Let's see. Let's do a comparison.
I don't have my
What do-
hair
what do you
down.
think?
I don't have my hair down. I'm also not Japanese, but...
Do the ponytail over one eye. Let's see. What do you guys think? Alike? Let us know in the comments.
10 out of 10.
I
think
I'd say like B.
Yeah, I'd go B.
Okay.
I think you're right.
All right, so I think our ranking's pretty solid.
I think we're right.
Right? Everything's in the right
nothing
place?
is an F.
No.
We have high...
I know.
We have a lot of anticipation for these films. If they suck, I'm gonna be so sad.
I know. Hopefully they don't.
Oh, I'm so excited for all these things. What do you guys think? Do you agree with our picks? If not, how would you rank them? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, as well as what tier list you would like us to do next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video. And until next time, see you later.